Hi there, welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Smallrig camera battery kit for the NP FZ100 batteries, Sony's batteries. So let's get into it. So this is the Smallrig NP FZ100 camera kit, and you can actually get this for Sony and Nikon and Canon batteries. And the attraction of this kit is the convenience and the size and the price. So let me get into the specifics of it. Here you can see the box, and this is the actual kit. Right? You can see how small that actually is. It's an extremely slim charger as well, and it takes 2 batteries, right? So the specifics of this are that you can purchase this at the camera store downtown for $97.87 Canadian. So for under $100 you can buy this entire kit for your Sony camera. Now it's important to note that these cameras these days, the Sony cameras, and in fact even some Nikon and Canon cameras, don't come with chargers anymore. You have to buy them separately. And it's just another way of camera manufacturers cutting costs, and passing that, inconvenience onto you. So if you have a Sony camera, if you bought like an FZ100 camera or one of the newer cameras like the A7 IV, it doesn't actually come with a battery charger anymore. You'd have to purchase a battery charger separately, and those chargers from Sony are like $150 just for the charger. The battery itself is like $120 for a battery, just a single battery alone. So you're looking at a considerable cost to just purchase an extra battery and a charger if you're looking at the camera manufacturer like Sony or Nikon or Canon, at the actual dedicated camera manufacturer's battery charger solution. So Smallrig coming out with this solution is actually so convenient. This could be bought for like $69.99 US on Amazon as well. So you can purchase this from multiple storefronts. It's available everywhere. In the kit, they supply this as well as 2 battery covers. If you're going to remove the batteries and travel with them, then it's a good idea to keep the contacts covered. Convenient cover for the battery, 2 of them included in the kit, as well as quite a long extension cable as well. So the extension cable is 1 meter, it's like 3.3 feet, USB-C charging cable. Nice, it's the new standard. And what's nice about the cable is they actually include this nice Velcro strap that you can keep the cable up, like wrapped up with. Right? If you already have a cable that is your favorite, or if you have a single cable that you travel with, like I've got that charging kit, that USB charging kit that I reviewed before, I would just be using that. But any USB-C cable would work, but it's nice that they include one of those with the kit. And of course the manual comes with it as well, and it's important to read the manual to read about how to use this charger and how to charge it. So some of the things that I found about some of the pros and cons I'll be getting into in a second, but let me just go over the specifications. So the nominal battery capacity of this is 2040 milliamps versus Sony's 2280 milliamps. So the Sony battery capacity is higher than this, and I find that's true of most third-party batteries, right? But Smallrig is a very high quality components in general, with their tripods and whatever their manufacturer is going to be, their cages, everything is very, very high quality, I find, of Smallrig. So the Smallrig battery is a 13.97 watt-hour battery versus the Sony is a 16.4 watt-hour. So Sony is going to give you more power, and if that's what you're looking for, spend the extra cash and just get the Sony battery. But you're not watching this review if you're looking for a higher cost battery, are you? So this is all about convenience in cost, size, and it involves a number of compromises, right? So you're going to get slightly less battery power, but user reviews say that the battery power is sufficient. They say that it lasts a pretty long time, right? But if you're running, and you're running video cameras and you're wanting to maximize the capacity of your batteries, and you're wanting to get the ultimate runtime, out of of your system, then by all means buy the Sony battery. But compromises have to be made, and this is where this comes in. Now you get 2 batteries and a charger for under $100 from Smallrig. I think that's an incredible deal. And more than that, the size of the charger as well, it's small. It's a really thin, small, slim charger, just like the DJI chargers are. The DJI chargers, in fact, this reminds me of a DJI charger as well, the drone charger. On the front of this, you actually have a battery indicator function as well that tells you the charge indication of the 2 batteries. And when you are charging the batteries up, it will actually give you a level indicator as well and show you which battery is charging. Now, it's important to note with this, a lot of criticisms I've seen of this online is that it only charges 1 battery at a time. But it will actually charge the battery intelligently. It will charge the battery that's fullest first, and it'll charge the flat battery second. And the reason why it uses that strategy is so that you have a full battery quicker. So if you had 2 dead batteries, one is at like half power and the other one is at a quarter power, right? It's going to charge the half power battery first. It's going to charge that up to full 100% so that you can pull that battery and use it immediately. And then it'll get to charging the 25% battery secondly. So it charges them sequentially. It doesn't charge them at the same time. It uses that intelligent function. It's probably a limitation of the wattage and the circuitry inside this unit that it can't do that like dual like high push for power through both batteries. But I think that it's a smart strategy to be able to differentiate which battery is lower charge and which is higher, and strategically charge the one that's at a higher capacity first. I think it's a smart move by them. And anytime you want to check a battery, you can just throw it in here and it'll tell you what the percentage of that battery is. It even charges the Sony batteries. So there's the thing. You get a Sony battery included at least with your purchase if you're purchasing like an A6700 or like an A74 or something like that. And buying one of these kits just to keep in your camera bag is worth it. You know, I think you buy one of these kits, charge it up, throw it in your camera bag, and you have a dual charger that you can whip out anywhere and always have a charged battery. So if you want to buy the genuine Sony battery just as an extra battery to have, right, then you'd have 2 Sony batteries and buy this kit as a secondary backup for your kit. I think that's the perfect purchase. You buy 1 extra Sony battery so that you have the genuine item, and then you buy this that will double your capacity, right? So criticisms I have of this are that it's a bit stiff to work with. You really have to tug at the batteries to get them out of here. I suppose it'll ease up over time, but it doesn't fit perfectly. If you look at the way that it's seated in there are gaps. It doesn't fit perfectly. I'm wondering now, as a con, if the batteries ever changed size, if they inflated a little bit, if it would be almost impossible to get it in here. But like, I haven't run into that situation yet. As I said before, user reports say that the power capacity, the runtime of these is pretty good. It's not dramatically different from the Sony batteries, and that's good enough. I would say that's good enough for me as a backup solution, right? One super good pro of using this kit is that this is one of the few batteries that is compatible with Sony cameras, that doesn't give you that error message. Now, if you've used off-camera brand batteries with Sony cameras, you've most likely run into the issue where it says error, like not compatible with with the camera, and no compatibility, proceed at your own risk. Now, you can of course just press OK, proceed every single time you want to use the battery in the camera. You just press OK, proceed, and it gets rid of the error message. But the fact that it's irritating that it pops up in the first place. With the Smallrig, it doesn't give that error message, which is amazing. I would say that's a minimum requirement of mine to be able to use a third-party battery in a camera. And I actually tested this not only on my A7 III, but I've checked it in the A6700, no issues. with the compatibility. I've thrown it into an A7 IV and the new A7 V. I've thrown it into one of those bodies at the camera store, and there's no error message reported, and at least for now. And I think that's great, because you struggle to find a battery that actually that has that, right? I really like this this little charger. Let me know what you think and which one you use in the comments. If you find one that also works, let me know, and maybe I'll have a look at that one and review one of those in the future. If you haven't already, like and subscribe so that you can get notifications for future reviews of useful gear that I'm going to be getting into in the future. And once again, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you at the next one.